This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, Congressman Lou Barletta is getting ready to introduce the Unaccompanied Alien Children Transparency Act. You'll learn all about it next on FYI. Thanks for watching FYI News 13. I'm Ken Kara. Let's get right to the news. At a news conference this morning, Congressman Lou Barletta announced plans to introduce legislation next week to provide states and municipalities with a say in where unaccompanied minors crossing the United States border are housed.
As of July 31st, we know that at least 456 unaccompanied minor illegal immigrants have been released to sponsors in Pennsylvania. The shelters and facilities, according to the best information available right now, are in Mechanicsburg, Wilmersdorf, Bethlehem, Montgomery County, and in Philadelphia. There could be others, and there could be plans right now being made to house more, all without telling state or local governments. This has to stop. So today I'm announcing a piece of legislation that I will introduce next week that will give state and local governments a heads up when such plans are in the works. It is called the Unaccompanied Alien Children Transparency Act.
A few months ago, Barletta expressed concern after a proposal surfaced to house some of the minors in the former MnSEC facility in downtown Hazleton. That plan has since been canceled, but at that time, no local officials or the congressman were ever alerted.
The Secretary will have to inform state and local officials of the locations and durations of any housing contracts awarded, and also provide an assessment of the costs associated and potential impact on education, health, and public safety. The Secretary must also certify to the state and local officials that the unaccompanied minors have undergone health screenings, including vaccinations, and pose no public health threat. Additionally, the Secretary must certify that the unaccompanied minors and the individuals who will take custody of them have undergone background checks and pose no public safety threat. Not only should states and localities know about these relocation plans, they ought to know what the impact of unaccompanied minors will have on that community. Who exactly are they, and what kind of background screenings have been done? If they will be educated locally in public schools, how much is that going to cost? These are important questions that any community would ask.
Both Hazleton Police Chief Frank DeAndrea and Hazleton Area School District Superintendent of Schools Dr. Francis X. Antonelli reacted to today's announcement. Dr. Antonelli says that the district currently has 4 undocumented minor adolescent border crossing children between the ages of 14 and 17 enrolled in the local district.
And as such, with a homeless designation, they can now avoid all student enrollment documentation requirements, including immunizations and, of course, proof of residency. And this creates a problem for us as far as the cost for educating these children. We know that at least 2 of the 4 have had no prior schooling at all. And again, with an age range between 14 and 17, it's problematic for us as far as where we place them and how we begin to educate them and what that's going to cost us. The other issue, of course, is with the health concerns for our student population.
And Chief DeAndrea explained why he believes the legislation is needed. He sat down with us at our studio after the news conference.
This legislation is 100% protection for the American people and the American way of life. And I could only hope that every person in the listening area will log on to Congressman Barletta's website. I'm hoping that you'll give it. And they can copy and paste this legislation. And like an email, they can send it to every person in their in-basket or in their email box. And we can get this legislation nationwide and ask all of our friends, family, please ask your congressman, ask your senator to support this legislation so that we can protect our borders and we can protect our children.
Now you can see today's news conference and our in-depth interview with Chief DeAndrea both in their entirety at our website, SSPTV.com, and on our Facebook page at facebook.com/FYI News 13. West Hazelton police are investigating an early morning home invasion and robbery in the borough. According to West Hazelton police, 2 men entered the home of 69-year-old Rosemary Tomko at 126 Webster Avenue. It happened just before 2:30 this morning. Officers found the woman sitting in her kitchen with injuries to her facial area. She told police that 2 men forcibly entered the home through the basement. When they encountered Tomko, they struck her in the head and facial area with a blunt object. The 2 then ransacked the upstairs bedroom, stole a large amount of cash and other items before fleeing. Police said that one of the suspects is described as being tall, dark-skinned, possibly Hispanic, wearing dark clothing. Tomko was transported to Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazelton for evaluation of her injuries. State Police and its Forensic Services Unit both assisted at the scene. Anyone with information on the home invasion is asked to call West Hazelton Police at 570-455-3733 or dial 911 immediately. In other news, the big story of the weekend, FunFest, is finally here. Our very own Janine Mazurkevich has more on a special appearance at this year's FunFest.
You're going to hear him roar this weekend in downtown Hazelton. Keith London is back in his hometown of Hazelton. You know him from here and also a contestant on American Idol. And you're back to give your first concert here in Hazelton to make a big announcement.
Yeah, so this Saturday at FunFest, we are doing a show at on Broad and Church. Rain or shine, we have a rain location at the YMCA, but right now it's still on Church and Broad. And I'm releasing my covers album. We worked really hard on this. It's been one of the big projects, and it's right here. It's official. It's plastic wrapped and everything. It's super cool. And yeah, they're only available on my website. It's not on iTunes or anything. It's just CD, hard CD. And yeah, we're having the album release party.
How excited are you to be doing this release party in your hometown?
I mean, Hazelton always has my back, so I'm glad to be doing it here.
Okay, and you also have the wristbands from the fundraiser that we did for the Caring Communities a couple weeks ago. So talk about them.
Yeah, so we got the wristbands. The wristbands came in a day after the benefit concert, so I wasn't able to sell them there, but we got them now. They're really cool, actually. I'm kind of happy with them. We got wristbands, we got t-shirts. We're gonna have a package deal of everything for a good price. You know, come by, grab a CD, I'll sign it, we'll do autographs. I got posters, I got a bunch of good stuff. Every little bit helps. It makes me have enough for the next album. Maybe a Christmas album?
Yes.
Maybe, we'll see. We're thinking about it. Okay. I don't know.
That's going to be a little surprise later on down the road. But we're focusing on, again, FunFest this Saturday, 7 o'clock. Come on down to downtown Hazelton. Or if it rains, we'll be at the YMCA.
Yes. But right now, it is on Broad and Church.
And you also have your merchandise for sale, and everything is very inexpensive.
Yeah, everything's a good price. It's a good deal. So come on by and listen to, I'm going to perform for an hour, a lot of new songs. So if you see me before, you're going to hear a lot of new things. So it's going to be good.
You've been working hard, and you're also going to be at our booth. FunFest Sunday. SSPTV personalities will be at our station at 109 West Broad Street in the front. So come say hello to us. Come meet Keith. He'll be here on Sunday between 12:30 and 3 before the parade, right? Are you excited about FunFest?
Absolutely. It's the best time of the year, right?
It is, and you're going to see all new faces and familiar faces, and also Apache Prince is going to be here. He did our door with the Hazelton Door Project, and we'll be unveiling his design here at SSPTV. So come on down to FunFest, happening Saturday and Sunday in downtown Hazelton. Later on FYI, we have a ton more information on FunFest, the biggest street fair in northeastern Pennsylvania.
You may think Keith will be the most famous person at our booth. That's not true. The winner of the tricycle race will be there as well. Now, please know there will be parts of Broad Street closed during the festivities for FunFest. And for full information throughout all of FunFest weekend, pick up the Standard Speaker and go to standardspeaker.com. Well, there's some exciting things going on at the Laurel Mall, and I'll tell you what, I think it's very cool that I can buy sneakers, get a video game, and then do some wine tasting. This is Bananas Creek Vineyard, and this is their 7th location. You're welcome to come on in, have some wine, some meat and cheese, and here's what else you can expect.
One of our missions, or our main mission here at Bananas Creek, is if you come with a $10 bill, we're going to give you a bottle of wine that's equal to or greater than like $20 or $30 you pay for in the state store. We try and bring that value to the customer, because we know they're shopping in the state stores and they're shopping at other wineries, and quality and price has carried the day for us at our other mall locations, and people have really caught on to it at other areas, and we thought, why not Hazleton?
Beninas Creek Vineyard has the same hours as the Laurel Mall, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 12 to 5 p.m. on Sunday. Still to come on FYI, we'll give you the Football Friday schedule, and Ron Marchetti has short shots in sports. And up next, our preview of FunFest continues with the former Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce president and the current one. Stay tuned.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
A mojito could be your signature drink. We're here at Sand Springs talking about unique and different ideas for planning your wedding. We're back with Stacy. And this is nice. I love when you have examples, because as you know, when I got married, my head was filled with so many things. It was nice to be given choices laid out and just point and say, I want that, or no, I don't like that. It makes it so much easier on the bride-to-be.
Absolutely. We have some ideas here with us today. The ideas for a signature drink are endless. There are so many different combinations that you can do for a signature drink for a wedding. Here today are some of the popular ones, such as the mint to be mojito, which is what you have.
Cute.
We also have some drinks that are different colors. So if you have a blue wedding, you can have a signature drink that's blue to kind of go with that theme. Or you can have a pink drink, which has been really popular this year, and they call it the Blushing Bride.
Cute.
One of the other ideas with the names with the drinks is doing something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. So there's so many ideas to incorporate a signature drink in with your theme and style for your wedding.
And it just, those little changes make your wedding yours. It personalizes it for the bride. And we can't forget about the groom. Sometimes the groom has a signature drink as well.
It's been very popular this year, especially to have a his and her signature drink. So you have something for the ladies and something for the gentlemen as well.
All right, so these are just some of the ideas. I also know that mint, the actual color mint, has been very popular this year,
It has been. Mint, any neutral tone, but especially having that little pop of color has been a great choice for this season. And the mint to be mojito not only goes with the wedding theme, but it also goes with your color.
All right, we have tips every week here on FYI at Sand Springs. They are booking fast, booked for 2014, and 2015 is almost filled. So if you are getting married, don't hesitate. Call today or stop down and make an appointment with Stacy. Experienced staff here. They are growing by leaps and bounds, right? And we want you to stop by or call. You will not be disappointed in having your wedding here at Sand Springs. Next week, what are we focusing on?
Next week, we're going to be talking about combination platters and how that has been the new style for entrees for a wedding.
All right, we'll see you next week right here on FYI.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Dear Janine, I did not receive my mojito. I didn't know that was happening today, but the weather, that's happening right now, and I do know that. Let's take a look at our forecast from the National Weather Service tonight. For Football Friday, 20% chance of storms, thunderstorms. The low will be 67. Saturday is looking like this on the extended forecast. 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms. The high will be near 80 degrees. At night, we'll keep that 60% chance around. The low is 53. Sunday looks much better. Mostly sunny. The high will be 71. And then how about this for a low at night? Partly cloudy, 49. On Monday night, it'll also be a low of 49. 71 will be the high during the day, a mostly sunny day. Tuesday will be mostly cloudy, high of 70. And then on Tuesday night, there is a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. The low will be 51 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Treat yourself today.
FunFest weekend kicks off tonight with the legendary Poets at the J.J. Ferrara Performing Arts Center in downtown Hazleton. And then for the next 2 days, it's one of the Northeast's largest street fairs. Mary Malone, who has been on the volunteer side of FunFest for years, is now president and CEO of the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. And now she gets to see what it takes to put on this fabulous 2-day extravaganza up close.
But seeing behind the scenes now and businesses and community groups and that collaboration and partnership, which is, again, part of what I see as the Chamber's role, is to blend those things together to move the overall community forward.
This year's FunFest Parade Grand Marshal is recently retired Chamber President Donna Palermo. The FunFest Parade starts Sunday at 2:30 p.m.
It's quite an honor to follow in so many others' footsteps. The people who and organizations that were honored before me. It's just very humbling, and to be riding in the parade, leading off the parade in downtown Hazleton. It's going to be something I'll treasure for the rest of my life.
We'll have much more on FunFest during FYI weekend. And now green screen time. Your winning Pennsylvania Midday Lottery numbers: the Daily 308, the Big 4 5355, Quinto 37317, and Treasure Hunt 11, 14, 20, 22, and 30. We'll talk Football Friday next on FYI.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Happy Football Friday, friends. Here's a look at what's going on underneath the lights in coal country. The Hazleton area Cougars, they're going traveling up north to the Electric City as they try to get Mike Brennan his first win as the head coach of the Big HA. North Schuylkill, fresh off their win last week, they're on the road. They travel to new Anthracite League member Blue Mountain in this early season league showdown. Marion, they look to go to 2-0 at home against Panther Valley, and their rival, Tamaqua area, they're also at home against Schuylkill Valley. The 462 football crew is at Jim Thorpe in a league game, and Monoy area, they play at Schuylkill Haven. Remember, on Monday, we'll have FYI Football Rewind. Now to the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. In girls volleyball, Marion is now 2-0, and Pottsville knocked off Tamaqua. Both Shenandoah Valley and Monoy area, they picked up wins in girls volleyball. And in the Wyoming Valley Conference, Wyoming area beat MMI. In girls tennis, Hazleton area dropped 2 matches this week. Tamaqua beat Kutztown in a non-league match. The Big HA fell to Tunkhannock in boys soccer. MMI beat Hanover area, and in girls action, the Lady Cougars knocked off Tunkhannock. The Marion boys cross-country team, they fell to Blue Mountain but beat Schuylkill Haven. And the Marion girls, they also lost to Blue Mountain but beat Schuylkill Haven. And finally, in local golf, MMI picked up a win in the Wyoming Valley Conference, and Marion beat Pine Grove down south. Pottsville topped North Schuylkill in our final score. Remember, for recaps of all of this, you can look at the Standard Speaker or go to standardspeaker.com. And now here's a short introduction for Short Shots. Take it away, Ron Marchetti.
Week 2 in high school football is about to start. This is September 5th. This is Short Shots. Happy birthday, Marty Heaney. And hi, everybody. It's FunFest weekend. Hazleton area is on the road tonight at Scranton, and Marion Catholic is at home with Panther Valley. But the game of the night, Abington Heights at Crestwood. A review of Week 1. The Cougars took it on the chin at home from Coughlin 40-7. Most of the second half was played under the mercy rule. Marion defeated Williams Valley 18-7 in hometown behind KJ Schnurr's 152-yard rushing performance, which included 2 touchdowns. Last season, Schnurr was a quarterback, but he got hurt badly on the first play of the first game. So this year, KJ Schnurr is a fullback. Other scores of local interest: Crestwood beat Berwick 28-20. Wyoming Valley West defeated Wyoming area 42-7. And Dallas, who was 0-10 last season, upset Scranton 32-24. So tonight could be a bad night to meet Scranton. But the Cougars are there. The biggest rout in the state. Last week, Clareton crushed California High, and Conestoga Valley smoked Ephrata, both 70-0. That's pretty hard to score 70 points under the mercy rule. That's not mercy, mother of God. Penn State defeated Central Florida 26-24 on the game's final play in Ireland. Christian Hackenberg threw for over 450 yards to become the first Penn State QB to ever throw for over 400 yards in one game. Hard to believe, but it's true. Notre Dame beat Rice 48-17. Quarterback Everett Golson became only the 5th Notre Dame quarterback to rush for 3 TDs in one game. He also threw for 2. What else? Adrian Rabarchik was appointed new Hazelton area head softball coach. She was a 4-year starter for the Lady Cougars, 2003 through 2006, and she played for Wilkes University. Good luck to her. Texas A&M new quarterback Kenny Hill threw for over 500 yards and 3 touchdowns in his first start since Johnny Manziel left. The sophomore sensation already broke 2 of Johnny Football's records and could make Aggie fans forget about their Heisman Trophy winner of 2012 in a hurry. Tomorrow, Akron is at Penn State, and tomorrow night, Michigan is at Notre Dame. Florida State, Alabama, and Oregon are 1, 2, and 3 in the AP poll after week 1. And finally, let's hope the longest streak in local season history continues. I'm certain it will. This will hopefully be the 37th consecutive year that the Fun Fest Parade was not rained on or ever rained out. That's incredible. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. Till Monday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy 90th birthday to Bon Pensock of Hazelton. Love from your wife, Marlon, family, friends, and everyone at SSPTV. Happy birthday, Erica Moyer, from your family and friends. Happy birthday, Cheyenne Crawley, from your family and friends. And finally, happy 80th birthday to Gene Evans. This wish comes with love from your family and friends. In our Talk of the Town report, a country music jamboree called Throwdown 2014 will be held September 6th from noon to 11 p.m. at the 300 Deep Hole Road in Drums. The Tommy Guns Band, Them Boys, and Luke Cassetta will be performing, and all proceeds benefit the Helping Hand Society. Our next announcement, the McAdoo Fire Company will be holding their popular Food Fest Saturday, September 6th and Sunday, September 7th. Both days, the food will be served out of the fire station from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is the only location to get the same great food you remember. Call 570-929-2042 for info. And finally, don't forget the Hazelton YMCA Golf Tournament will be held Friday, September 12th at the Sugarloaf Golf Club. For info, 570-455-2046. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Mildred P. Brazo of Glen Mills. Mass will be held September 11th at 11 a.m. at the Most Precious Blood Church. The Founds Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Mark A. Frask of Hazelton. Private services will be held at the convenience of the family from the Firo Funeral Home. Mary Ann Smith of Drums. Arrangements will be announced by the Harmon Funeral Home. And Mary Rose Spangler of Hazelton. Arrangements will be announced by the Hazel Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Dean Astorino of Hazelton. Dean, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
FYI Weekend is on Saturday at 9 a.m. Make sure you check that out and stop by the Hazelton Area Quarterback Club stand and see our very own Ron Marchetti at FunFest, and stop by FunFest. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, take it easy, everyone.